How are you doing? Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Vandromeda's Travels. Only I'm not travelling today. The forecast says that there's a couple of hours window tonight, so I've decided to chance it. We're going to get the scope out and see if we can't get some footage. Footage? No. Well, yes, but a picture. I'm thinking about the Horsehead Nebula, because that's going to be up when the green lights are showing on clear outside. So I'm going to start putting the scope up. Welcome to Vandromeda's Travels. Right, first things first, I've got to get this level. Now in the north we're a degree out, so which side are we out? High at the back, so it needs to be dropped at the front a little bit. Let's see how we go. Whoops, too far, far too far. Down a bit. That's close enough. My declination will take care of that. Now let's look at this side. With declination. Yep, okay. With the tripod levelled, time to put the mount on. The Skywatcher HEC 5 Pro, and it's quite heavy. Sorry for any builder's bum. Right, that's in place, and now screw its mount in. Good, good. And then tighten the leg spreader up. Right, so that's there, that's solid. Good, I need to show you some things. Right, these are the things. These are the right ascension adjustment knobs, and they don't take much turning. If you watched my video from Keldnall Farm, these three and this knob back here are the ones that you use for altering alt and azimuth actually. So this is your altitude, this is your azimuth set. Now in order to get it to move a degree, 1 degree, the turn on this particular knob, having slackened that one off, as you can see with the thumb rotating, might be as little as that. It doesn't take much. And the reason for that is, when you look at the angles around the 360 degrees, each degree has 60 minutes and each second is a 60th of a minute. So that's 60 times 60 times 360. So to get it within 30 arc seconds, which is plenty good enough, you might need turns as little as that or that. Can you see how much movement there is? Not very much. I'll try and zoom it in a bit, but it doesn't take much movement. You need the touch of a bloody midwife. Anyway, let's get on with it. Next up will be the scope, but there's going to be a change made. You'll see, you'll see. So here it is. My William Optics Zenith Star 81. And if you think you've got bother getting it loaded, trust me, you're not alone. Right, that's going there like that. But before I do anything else, I've got a new toy, and we're going to install that. And here it is. Can you see? There you go. So that's why there's been as much rain. So I'm going to see if I can install it. I've got no idea how I'm going to do this, but we're going to give it a go. Bear with. That's what I need. So first thing to do is to remove this focus knob. You hear that crack? Oh, there's two. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? There's two on everything else. Focus knob removed. Next is to put this flexible coupling on, and it says 1. Well, that's not going to help, David. So pretty much where the last one was. One on the flat and one on the side, and not too close, so it doesn't bind. I'm not going cracking and tightening things tight, don't you know? Or am I? Right, that's the flexible coupling on. Next, I'll fasten the EAF on, just roughly, because obviously I need to try and get the spacing for the mount. So I'm going to need to take this out. And I suspect use where that was to fasten the yes, that'll do. So this L bracket and a nice little Allen keyed screw. Not fasten in. Well, isn't that clever? Apparently it helps if you use the right size screw. Who knew? Yes, I know I should probably have a washer on as well, but I haven't, so there. Right. And now the little screws up. I'm sorry if you can't really see. That basically makes two of us. I know it would be a damn sight easier to connect this up first and then slide it all on, but I'm not gonna, because I've got this far and I'm what you call stubborn. Allen key. Right. Tighten that. Then the spacing's right. Tighten this. Oh man, why do they do this? I always make the blood thing so that the spacing is just terrible. Never mind. Right. That's solid. Solid. So we carry on. Right, next thing, I need to get me flattener on. Which is in the camera box. Brilliant. So this is what I use, the flat 6A3. which just screws in. That's that, just snug, nothing too tight. And then the camera, in this case the ASIAir 183. One on the floor, that needs cleaning. Come on. There we go. That's it, that's the image train sorted out. So next we need to be up here for the guide camera and scope. Guide camera and scope. Now holds in with 2 thumb screws, it's not hard. Lots of questions asked about should this be pointed at the same, well it's in the right line. I don't think it actually matters, all you need to do is find a star to guide from. Once it's found the star, that star if you like is going at the same sidereal rate as your target. So as long as it doesn't lose your target you're alright. People also ask how you focus these things. Well, shove it into where it is and then this blue knurled thing, the top one, allows you to, when you unslacken it, it's a helical focuser. I'll put that back where it was because it was in focus last time I used it. So we shall see where we get. Focus is in place, camera's in place. That's all good. Can't use the manual focus, so that's fine. So now what I need to do is to get it all cabled up. And this is the job that always takes the longest time to get it right so that it's neat, so that you're not catching on things and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's the next bit. Alrighty then, the system is based around this. The ASIAir Pro, which is a little computer effectively. It's a Raspberry Pi and I use this dual lock stuff. I don't know whether you can see it very well there. Dual lock, which just, it's like Velcro only plastic and very very sticky, so you could probably quite happily lift the scope by that and it wouldn't fall off. No, not quite, but it is good and heavy. So that's going to need power, and down here I have my Hyundai HPS 1100 which is going to provide power to everything. So the first thing to do is get power to the Air Pro and also to the mount because I power them separately. Mount I'm taking off a 12 volt and that will sit on the back of that. That'll go into there, and then the 12 volt will plug into the 12 volt outlet on the HPS. So that's that first in, that's good. I'll come back to you when I've got it all done. Well that's it, it's all cabled up as far as I can see. I've got everything to where it ought to be. So now I need to balance it, and we'll start here. See how that works. I think that should be alright. I'm less happy about that catching. Pull that through, that's the beauty about using these cable ties. Yeah. It's all good. And where are you? I'll never find it. Yep, that's a bit heavy that way. Right, let's try. See what occurs here. I think we're going to be alright. Yep, looking good. So that's it. It's set up and ready to start up. I'm going to have a fiddle with the autofocus in a bit. I know it's roughly in focus now. There's nothing much more I can do. I'm going to read the documentation, and then the next time you see me it'll be heading towards being dark. Polaris will be up there, point there, up there, that's where it'll be, and I'll be here fiddling and faddling. See you in a bit. Well, here we are, much later at night. It's now 8:30, 8:45, something like that. And it's not the best of nights, it has to be said, but I've seen worse. I haven't photographed anything in worse. Currently I'm just going for a target I've never gone for before. I think it's NC172. I shall confirm that and put some little writing underneath to let you know. But yeah, the electronic focuser is really quite clever. When you've put it on that side, as we did on this side where it is, you can use the manual focus on the other side, which I did not realise. And of course, being able to do that means that you can get it close, and then the EAF takes over. It's really for fine focusing and for focusing when you're not there. You might also notice there's a dew band on here because it's going to be a little bit dewy later on. So I've got that on at about half height. Everything though is working fine. Managed to do polar alignment in just over 5 minutes, which isn't bad considering it does 20-second exposures in order to plate solve and get it all right. So I was quite pleased with that. It is a conundrum though, because you need to be in focus before you can do your polar alignment, and of course you need to find a start to focus on in order to do your polar alignment. Yeah, anyway, we got round it and it's all running, so whatever we get tonight I'll be showing you at the end of the film. It's all good, it's all good. I have to say I'm thoroughly enjoying this new hobby of mine, and it is a new hobby of mine. I've had the gear, what, 6 weeks, 8 weeks maybe, and of those 8 weeks I've probably had 4, 5 nights, 6 at the outside where I could actually do anything, and it's only now that I've got everything together that I want and I'm starting to lust after more stuff. However, that's just the way it goes, isn't it? So yes, I shall look forward to sharing the fruits of tonight's labours with you at the end of the video, and if I don't get a chance to say anything before then, let me say clear skies to you all, happy travels, and most of all, enjoy your life. Right, see you in a bit, take care, bye.